What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. This video I want to show you how to find the equation of a tangent to a curve at a given point. This is the function, this is the point. We need to have both of them in order to be able to find out the slope of the tangent line and also to find out the equation of tangent line. So what we need to do, we need to use this formula, limit of f of x plus h minus f of x over h when h is approaching 0. That's going to be a limit of square root of x plus h minus square root of x divided by h when h is approaching 0. In this case, when h is approaching 0, this is going to be 0 over 0. So what we need to do, I need to multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the numerator, which is going to be square root of x plus h plus root x divided by root x plus h plus root x. That's going to be limit of, then we have this times this is going to be the difference of squares. So we have x plus h to the power of 2 minus square root of x to the power of 2 h times square root of x plus h plus square root of x when h is approaching 0. So that's going to be when h is approaching 0, we're going to have 2 and square root cancels out, so it's going to be x plus h. Same thing here, minus x divided by h times square root of x plus h plus square root of x when h is approaching 0. Then it will be, these two cancels out, h over h times square root of x plus h plus square root of x. H is approaching 0. These two cancels out and we have 1 over x plus h plus x when h is approaching 0. It's going to be 1 over 2 root x. Next example, f of x equals to square root of x plus 1 at 8 and 3. So it's going to be limit of f of x plus h minus f of x over h when h is approaching 0. So that's going to be square root of x plus h plus 1 minus square root of x plus 1 divided by h. So that's going to be square root of x plus h plus 1 minus square root of x plus 1 times the conjugate of it, which is x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1 divided by h times square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1. Again, limit when h is approaching 0. So that is gonna be the conjugate. So when you multiply this, the same as difference of squares, so it's gonna be x plus h plus 1 to the power of 2 minus x plus 1 to the power of 2 divided by h times square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1 when h is approaching 0. So 2 and square root cancels out. 2 and square root cancels out. It's going to be x plus h plus 1 minus x minus 1 divided by h times square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1 when h is approaching 0. X and negative x cancels out. 1 and negative 1 cancels out. It's going to be only h. H and h in the denominator cancels out. And when h is going to 0, this one is 0. So it's going to be 1 over 2 root x plus 1. And when you sub 8 there, because we need to find out the equation of tangent to this curve at this point, 8 and 3. So when you sub 8, it's going to be 1 over 2, 8 plus 1, which is going to be 1 over 2 root 9. That's going to be 1 over 2 times 3, which is 1 over 6. So we have y equals to y naught plus m times x minus x naught. So that's going to be y equals to 3 plus 1 over 6 x minus 8. You can also simplify it. It's going to be y equals to 3 plus 1 over 6 x minus 8 over 6. That's going to be 1 over 6x plus 3 minus 4 over 3 when you reduce it. And it's going to be 1 over 6 x plus 5 over 3. So we have y equals to 1 over 6x plus 5 over 3. That's the equation of tangent to a curve.